11 of the 12 days of Christmas in July. We're back in the kitchen. Today we're going to make jalapeno poppers with a little bit of cream cheese. We're going to mix the cream cheese with some other cheese, and then we're going to wrap them with turkey bacon because it's my favorite. Let me show you how to do it. So as you can see, these are pretty big jalapenos. There's actually a grapefruit spoon, and you can see how much bigger the jalapeno is in comparison to most. So I just split these in half and I take the seeds out. This is where the heat is, but to be honest, we really like spicy food in this house, but I don't like to eat the seeds. I just don't. So I take a grapefruit spoon, because the grapefruit spoon has the little serrated edge. Hopefully I can get that to focus. Has a serrated edge so that you can just dig this center part out and it doesn't leave anything behind. So it takes the white and the seeds as well. And I cut the stem off. As you can see, most of these have a longer stem. And the reason that I do that is because if you cut this completely off, the guts, the cheese will come out. Even if you wrap it with bacon, it'll come out and ooze all over the pan, which, I don't know about you, but I want the cheese in there. So that's why I do that, so it doesn't come out on the end, and the end doesn't burn, because it's just one little piece there and cooks a lot quicker. So I'm going to scrape out the inside, and we're going to mix up the cheese mixture and get these filled up. So there they are, all sliced open, and the tops are cut off. Let's get them gutted. Pop out just like that, nice and clean. So here they are with all the seeds removed. Just a tip, if you are having the kids help you, this does have a serrated edge, so very much like a butter knife. It's not going to cut you, but it is uncomfortable if it gets on your skin. Also, because these are hot peppers, you're pulling the seeds out. Make sure that you're washing your hands. Don't rub your eyes, because you're not going to be very happy. You're going to have hot pepper juice in your eyes, and it's very, very uncomfortable. So if you are having littler ones help you, it's probably a good idea to have them wearing gloves so that they don't have that on their skin. So for the filling, we're going to use cream cheese. You can use whatever brand you want. I left this out so that it could get to room temperature, and because it's about 100 degrees today here in California, I did not have to leave it out for very long, and as you can see, my fingerprint in there, so it's not melting, it's just soft. So we're going to put this along with some grated cheese, that is a cheddar blend, and a couple of seasonings in this bowl, and we're going to get that ready to go. So there is the cream cheese. I used about half of the brick and about half a cup of the grated cheese blend. I'm going to use some garlic and some parsley. I don't think it needs any salt because the cheese is really salty. If you would like to add hot pepper flakes, you go right ahead. I do that sometimes as well. My husband and I love spicy food, so you spice it up as much or as little as you'd like. So I did decide that I wanted to add a little bit of the red pepper flake, and then I added some minced onion as well, because hello, onion, garlic, cheese, yum! We're going to get this mixed up, and then again with the grapefruit spoon, it's super easy to just use that to grab a little blob and get it put right into the chili. So just like that, just smush it all together and it's done. And we're going to take it and fill these little guys up. Because I'm using turkey bacon, I'm going to put the oven on 400 and put it in for about 15 minutes. If you're using regular bacon, I say regular because pork bacon takes longer to cook, I would typically put it at 350 and cook it about 15 minutes, and then turn the pan to make sure that it's completely cooked. Put it in for an additional 15 minutes and cook it until the bacon is done to your liking. Some people like really crispy bacon, and some people would rather have it a little bit less crispy. So you can decide that. So we're going to get these filled, and then I will show you how I roll them, and we'll get them in the oven. And we're not being stingy with the filling either. That is in there, and it is loaded. So there we go. They're filled up, and next I'm going to show you how I wrap the bacon around them so we can get them in the oven. So hopefully this will work, and I can show you how I wrap these. So I take a piece of bacon, and depending on how big the pepper is, depends on how long it needs to be. Sometimes you can cut the piece of bacon in half and it'll be more than enough. But what I do is I start from the underneath and I wrap it over, and then I go back around like that. And you can use a toothpick if you'd like, or you can leave it just like that and put it on the tray and start with the next one. Go ahead and put a toothpick in that one because it was being floppy. So let's get the rest of these done. There they all are, ready for the oven. 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. It actually took about 20 minutes, and they get nice and dark, and the bacon gets crispy. So depending on the doneness that you want, you might want to add a few more minutes. And like I said, if you're using a pork bacon, you definitely want to cook it on a lower temperature, about 350, and do about 15 minutes, and then turn the pan around and do for another 15 minutes. And again, depending on the crispiness and the doneness of your pepper, you might need to add a little bit of more time. But you can always use these on a movie night to pick out while you're watching the movie. You can do this during a cocktail party for Christmas, because we are doing Christmas in July, remember? Or you can put this on a buffet for your church function, and I can promise you they will be gone in a flash.